Dean today starts his 22nd Premier League season as a referee, overseeing Watford's return to the top flight just as he blew the final whistle on their previous 5-year stay in their final day defeat at Arsenal in July of last year. All sorts of space again for Ismaïla Sarr. With Dennis in the middle, gets another goal and scores! Just listen to the roar. This is what Watford have been waiting for. Hard-earned last season in the slog of the Championship season. They are back in the big time in the Premier League, and Emmanuel Dennis on debut is a Premier League goal scorer.
Yeah, back with a bang, and it came from the dangerous Sarr on that right-hand side. Phil, already proven a menace up against target, who eventually gets took out the game by the clever pass from Cleverly. He's pulled it back. First one's blocked by Mings, but as he goes on the floor, sorry, it's Konza who blocks it. As he goes on the floor, it falls kindly, and the second one he slots away under the body of Martinez. Probably a little bit too close to him. Maybe full length he gets it, but it goes under his body and it puts Watford one up. Great start for Watford.
Last season was his first season in the Premier League. Says he learnt an awful lot, the former Nottingham Forest man. Touch in there for Konza as well, but Dennis has reached it. Here's Sarr, now Cleverly. Oh, beautifully done. His shot, when it comes, is straight at Martinez. But Ismaïla Sarr has started the season like a man in the mood.
Done the first bit really well, but just maybe didn't commit to that volley. Should have started it as if to aim it over the top and then dip. He's a little bit conservative with the strike.
There's Dennis for Watford. Gets it back from Sarr. Got Sema and Kuchke in the middle. Dennis has done really well up until maybe that final bit.
He's took his eye off the ball. It's a great little turn in the corner. Lovely little bit of magic, and that's where he's going to operate, not as a big centre forward, but getting down the sides like this. And look, through McGinn's legs, another nutmeg on that far side. This has got to be better. Just took his eye off the ball, I feel.
Marvellous Nakamba. Had a strong end to last season, but he's given that ball away. Potentially costly as it's straight into the path of Sarr to stride through the gears. McGinn trying to go with him. And his presence was important in what followed.
Well, McGinn does absolutely brilliantly. Nakamba really drops it in the cart with this pass, gives it away. Target's gone forward, but look at McGinn, just out of shot. He's chased back 70, 80 yards. He knows he's struggling against Sarr, but what a good fist of it he makes and rushes in him into that cross, and it goes astray.
Well, Graham Taylor, match day today. Wife Rita and the family in attendance. Target has had a tough time defensively. What can he do in the other half of the field? There's Nakamba slipping it through for Danny Ings. And the presence there of Kabasele was crucial.
Yeah, well tracked. Great little run from Danny Ings, though. You can see he recognises the fact that he's just got to get down the side. Slid in, you can see down the side there, but Kabasele tracks the run, gets the block in. Very good defending.
4 clean sheets he kept in winning the Copa America. Emiliano Martinez described as phenomenal by teammate Lionel Messi in that competition. Will he be required here? It'll be Ken Sema for the free kick, in dangerously and over the top by Kabasele.
I think Kabasele will be disappointed because he got in between defenders. And it's a free header, as you can see. Kabasele gets onto it. Oh, I think he's got to keep that down once you're in front of your marker, as he was there, Tyrone Mings. Just got to keep that one down, that's in.
They come for Buendia, didn't quite reach Ings. Sarr with the touch, and it's inviting here for Dennis. Sarr's continued his run in all sorts of space and gets it. Ismaïla Sarr deflected and in! And Watford double their lead. Oh, this is some start for Xisco Munoz in the Premier League. It is some return to the Premier League in the first half for Watford. It's Ismaïla Sarr.
Well, it's been a problem all afternoon, that right-hand side of Watford really destroying the left of Aston Villa. Mings coming over on the Chalobah, takes a wicked deflection, probably would have been saved by Martinez, but Dennis had nicked the ball in midfield again. He's been Dennis the menace in terms of nicking the ball off the opposition, sets Sarr up, and that's, well, I think about right 2-0, to be honest, Phil, because they've looked so dangerous on the break of Watford. And really, Aston Villa have done nothing at all to try and stop the flood down their left-hand side and Watford's right. Well, Villa fans sensing a little bit of a rally from their team, trying to get behind them.
Villa playing towards the travelling support in this second period. Great to have away fans back as well, of course. And it's the home side on the front foot once more, with Emmanuel Dennis going to take it on and forces the save from Martinez, who holds on comfortably enough.
Well, that's going to be the dangerous, the breakaway, of course, and you can see Dennis again proving the menace. Dennis the menace coming on this inside. Konsa trying to get the block in, tries to go to that near post through the legs of Konsa. Good save low down from Martinez, but that's going to be a threat now.
And this is a frustrating way for a memorable afternoon to end for Emmanuel Dennis. Will be one debutant for another, though, by the looks of this. That's Cucho Hernandez, who is set to feature for Watford in a competitive fixture for the first time 4 years after joining the club. The Colombian has been out on loan during that time, but he is part of the plans moving forward in the Premier League, and certainly this man will be, after the instant impact that Emmanuel Dennis had. A goal on debut and playing a leading part through the first, 65 minutes of proceedings before injury brings an earlier than anticipated end to his afternoon.
Well, probably this is the way that Watford are looking now. Again, replacing him with a little low to the ground striker, Cucho Hernandez, and obviously with the likes of Troy Deeney and Ashley Fletcher on the bench, they turned away from that option of a bigger centre forward.
It's Cucho that has been called for, a notable moment for him. Signed in the summer of 2017, and only today is he pulling on that Watford shirt on the pitch for the first time in a match that matters. A couple of goals scored on loan at Getafe in La Liga last season. McGinn did well to hold that up. The frustration all too obvious for Aston Villa right now. Cucho was in full flight. The referee is content to let it go, though, because Watford still have it with Cucho. He's straight into the thick of things. Oh! It's been 4 years in the making, but it is a stunning introduction to English football for Cucho Hernandez.
What a great strike, what an introduction, and what a piece of refereeing, might I add, from Mike Dean, who let that play go on. There was one foul, then another foul, and a stumbling pass, but he allowed it to go on. He allowed the attack to flourish, and flourish it did with a fantastic finish. There you can see, there's one foul, there's two fouls, and it's touched out wide by Cleverley. The referee's wave play on, brilliant refereeing, cuts in on his inside, aims for that far post, gives Martinez no chance. A great finish. And the assist must go down to the referee with a wonderful piece of refereeing. What a great finish. As soon as he cuts inside, how difficult's that? Coming on, and your first couple of touches is a couple of touches inside, and then wow, starts it off outside the post, curls in, Martinez no chance off the inside of the post.
4 years it has taken him to play a game for Watford. 43 seconds it has taken him to score a goal for Watford. Leon Bailey for Aston Villa. And there's the chance, there is the finish. Brilliant finish from John McGinn. And the response is swift. This might not quite be done yet. How Aston Villa needed that. And what a brilliantly taken goal from John McGinn.
What a goal from McGinn. Absolutely wonderful take. The difficulty in taking this chance, I just can't tell you, Phil, because it comes on a half volley. Bailey finds him. Look at that. That's a wonderful strike. That is so difficult. Skids off the surface. You've got to control the volley. There's pace on the cross, and the half volley, sorry. But look at this for such technique from McGinn. Running out at pace, kind of cushions it in the net, and it still flies. Brilliant strike. The fans again showing their appreciation for the great man that was Graham Taylor. There's the family. Never be forgotten.
It means so much to Rita. They met when Graham Taylor was just 13, married back in 1965. He left us at the start of 2017. And there are just over 20,000 in attendance at Vicarage Road today for the occasion. Ashley Young rather more familiar to regular Premier League viewers than Leon Bailey in these sort of situations.
Bang in the middle. Could either be a left footer or a right footer, Phil. Bit of a guessing game for the keeper.
And there's going to be Bailey, and Beckman wasn't quite required. It was never going to come down quickly enough.
No, far too straight as well. Never coming down, as you said, Phil, but it's got to be either side of the keeper to trouble him. Well, I've always thought Craig Cathcart's been Watford's best defender, whether he's been at centre-back or wherever, but right-back was a strange one, but they needed that extra height to that set pieces as well.
Here goes Cucho again in towards Deeney, who got the merest of touches, not quite enough of a touch this time from Troy Deeney. Traore. Messina left his leg out, did he surely? The referee took a long look at it and points to the penalty spot. It might be too little too late, but there is further drama. Danny Ings delivers from the spot and reduces the deficit, but there are only seconds remaining at Vicarage Road. Villa have come back from 3 behind. The Watford lead is 3-2.
Well, good penalty from Danny Ings, puts his foot through it really back, then guesses. He goes to his right-hand side, goes straight down the middle, but high. Good penalty.
Well, there has been spirit showed by Smith's side in trying to salvage this, but they've come up just short. Watford return with a win. Not quite as straightforward as it looked like being, but the Hornets have all 3 points on opening day. After the swiftest of returns to the Premier League, they are straight back up and running. Thanks to...
Haz clic para suscribirte.